Hello, my group number threes. Welcome to this week's reading. This week, we are hearing from the ghosts of candle nights. It's almost the holidays, and so we're doing a little bit of a candle nights themed reading. You, my group number threes, are going to be hearing from the ghost of candle night's future. You guys are hearing from the ghost of candle night's future. And this is the ornament that you guys picked. It's a little deer in a wreath, and it's super cute. And the question you guys got was, are there parts of your life that you wish you could dedicate more time to? Good thing to reflect on, especially when we're looking towards the future. So we're going to put these over here. The deck that I picked out for you guys is my Dark Forest Tarot. It seems appropriate for the ghost of Christmas future or candle night's future. I'm trying to say candle nights because I know not everybody identifies with Christmas and don't like it very much, but candle nights is a made-up thing that celebrates every kind of winter holiday. And it's made up by the McElroy brothers of the Adventure Zone. And it's just silly and fun, but also beautiful, and I love it so much. And I think it's a great way to be inclusive of everybody in any level of spirituality. It doesn't have to involve religion at all. It's just a time of year where we celebrate existing as people on a planet that goes round and round. And it's beautiful, and I love it. So, this reading is going to be a story time reading where we ask the ghost of candle night's future to just give us a message about this candle nights or future candle nights, and just give us a lesson that we need to know coming up. So as if you've listened to or seen Christmas Carol, then you know the ghost of candle night's future is the spookiest of all of them. The lesson they teach us is to take advantage of our present moment because we have no idea what the future may hold, and also our actions in the present very much affect our future. And if we are not being kind and compassionate human beings, then our actions have consequences. It's a little dark, but it's true. So, the ghost of Christmas future, would you please give a message to my group number threes? Just something that we need to learn this candle nights, please. I am doing a story time reading, so I'm just going to pull cards until it feels right. I have arbitrarily gone with the number 7, so we will probably pull 7 cards. And yeah, I will read them as if they are a story. So I'm going to show them to you all at once and then read them. So this one definitely, and these two came out together. So that's all the cards we need. Thank you so much, Spirit. All right, let's take a look at them, shall we? Okay, so your first card, you guys got the Knight of Swords. This is such a shiny deck. It's so pretty. All right, this is the Knight of Swords. Then we have the Knight of Pentacles. Wow, 2 nights in a row. The Knight of Pentacles. Then we have the Judgment card. Ooh, the Judgment card. Can you see that? There you go. The Judgment card. Then we have the Lover's card. Ooh, love that for you guys. We also have the Devil card. Wow, a lot of major arcanas right in a row. I love this Devil card, by the way. It's very Lilith. So pretty. And then we have the Queen of Pentacles. And last but not least, we have the Hanged Man. Wow. So many major arcanas, you guys. 4 out of 7. So whenever I get a majority major arcanas, I know that this is a divine message. There are forces more powerful in this situation than just humans. At least that's how I read it. If you're not spiritually inclined, it could be fate, it could be destiny, whatever you subscribe to. There are forces in motion here, is how I like to read a majority majors. So, what am I seeing here? I'm seeing you are in a state of development right now. Knights often are associated with adolescence, and that doesn't mean you're an adolescent. It just means that we are in a state of growth, of rapid growth, rapid change. Although you also did get both the fastest and the slowest knight. So I feel like this growth and change is both fast and slow. Like the wish to develop, the wish to grow and move forward happened very quickly, but the actual growth and development will take time and patience with yourself and with others as we grow. But I'm seeing a lot. This development is going to change how we view the world, change how we view ourselves, and change how we view others. It's also going to bring up a lot of connections, a lot of past, present, and future connections. It's going to show them in a new light. It's going to bring forth new judgment. And by that, I mean, like, it's going to bring forth new understanding of how certain things are good for us and how certain things might be bad for us. How some contracts with others we have entered into real, true partnership, and others we have entered into a power play situation. And better understanding what forces are at work in these relationships will help us gain more even footing, more solid ground beneath our feet, and be able to give us this new perspective. Once we're more aware of all of the elements in play in our relationship, the better we are able to not necessarily control our relationship, because we don't really want to control others, right? But it will better enable us to interact with this relationship in a way that is both healthy for us and helpful and beneficial to everybody in the relationship, as opposed to keeping us stuck and or the other person stuck. It will be a more beneficial and growthful relationship. I think this ghost is also trying to tell you that this growth and change that you're experiencing now is going to influence your future. The steps we take now in investing in our own growth and change are going to bring us forward into a future that looks different than what we had anticipated for ourselves. And that's not a bad thing. It's just different, right? Like, your vision of the future can't always account for the changes that are happening to you now, right? Obviously, we are mere mortals, so we cannot see the future, but we do plan things for ourselves, and sometimes those plans don't come to fruition, and sometimes we're really sad about that, but sometimes that's not what is meant for us. That's not the future that would be beneficial for us, that our guides are guiding us towards. So just because your future looks different than what you had anticipated doesn't mean it's bad, doesn't mean you're failing, it doesn't mean any of that. It means that you are different and you're allowed to be different and your future is allowed to change. Your shift will shift the future. And that is okay. It is okay to be sad about our not future, like about the future that will never be now that we have shifted. But we should also celebrate the coming future because it is different than what we expected. And that is exciting. Yeah. Don't be afraid to let go of our perception of what we should be doing, of what we should have accomplished, because none of that is real, right? Just accept that this is what we have done, this is what we have accomplished, and give yourself credit for what you have done and have accomplished. And know that you will continue to accomplish things into the future. Growth and change changes our trajectory. And that is okay. It is okay that you are not where you thought you'd be. Okay? That doesn't make you a failure. That doesn't mean you're not doing it right. There's no right way to do it. You're doing you, and that's awesome. Good job. Right? And the future, the spirit, the Candle Knight's ghost of future. Wow. The ghost of Candle Knight's future is saying that the future will be full of love and craziness, just like now is. And you're going to shift from this new growth, new energy, to this settled and proud of self and certain in self energy. And you're not going to really see it coming. That's awesome. There's a message here of the things you dedicate yourself to, the things that you spend your time doing will also influence you, right? So pay attention to what we are giving our time to, because those things influence us a lot. Like whoever you're spending time with, they're going to have an influence over you. Whatever you're spending a lot of time doing, that gives you new ideas and new momentum. So if we're doing a lot of doom scrolling, I'm not shaming you for that. I do it all the fucking time. But what you are consuming can really shift your perspective. So be aware of what you're consuming. If you find yourself consuming a lot of negative things, it is going to shift your perspective towards the negative. So be aware of what we're consuming, of who we're spending time with, of what we want to be spending time doing. And if you have the time and space for it, like, do the things that you really wish you could spend more time doing. Okay? And last but not least, I have my messenger oracle, which I am going to shuffle and get one final message from the ghost of Candlenight's future. They actually gave you a pretty decent, not that aggressive message. So, yeah, you are in a state of growth and change, and understand that that is going to shift your future, and to be okay with that. Shifting and change is normal and expected, especially as we grow in our understanding of people and things and life in general. So, could we get one final message, please, for my group number 3's Ghost of Candlenight's future? This one. This one. Oh, that one. Oh, that's 2. Okay, that's it. Let's do those. So we have 4 cards for you guys. And these are your last 4 cards. We have, ooh, I love this card. Do not fear the unknown. Oh, such a good card for Ghosts of Future. Sorry, I almost dropped all the cards there. Is that focused? I think it is. Do not fear the unknown. Then we have nourish the soul. Yep. Then we have be honest with ourselves and others. And last but not least, embrace the masculine. Oh, that's a very interesting message for you guys. The masculine message here, embrace the masculine. Masculine energy is very do and go and be. So even if you don't identify as a masculine person, you can embrace masculine energy. I'll actually read that card to you so we can clarify what the spirit is trying to say. It says, embrace the masculine. Here we go. Within ourselves, there are 2 aspects of our nature, the masculine and the feminine. Here in the present, you need to embrace the masculine aspect of your nature and let it guide your steps. Now is the time to be assertive, to act with authority, to stand up for both yourself and your truths. Fight for what you believe in. Do not allow others to tell you that you must not or cannot. But remember, whilst you allow your masculine self to be dominant, you need to temper your assertiveness and determination with gentleness and compassion. Yes. That is yes. Yes. Yeah. That's very much this message for you guys. Continue to grow and change, but do not put aside your compassion for others. And do not fear the unknown. Okay, so these 4 cards are, again, embrace the masculine, be honest, do not fear the unknown, and nourish the soul. Yeah, this is all a message of growth, change, analyzing and understanding the self, and being brave as you push forward. I also am noticing that almost all of these figures have antlers. So I don't know if that means anything to you guys, but there's a lot of horns and antlers in these cards for you guys today. And you guys picked a deer, although this is a baby deer. They don't have their little nubs yet, but yeah, very, very horny energy. I did not mean it that way, but yes. So yeah, be assertive for yourself and also have gentleness towards others while embracing the idea that things can and will change. Okay? Well, that's all I'm hearing for you from the ghost of Christmas future. Oh, I'm sorry, of Candle Night's future. The ghost of Candle Night's future. So, thank you so much for watching my group number 3s. I hope you have a blessed everything. Please like, comment, and subscribe. That helps me out so much. I hope you have the very best of candle nights, and I will see you all on our next reading. This was Pan. Bye, you guys.